Well, howdy, strangers. What can I do you for? Alright, my recent game pickups. Now, this time I only have one game from the new millennium. The others are all from, like, the 90s and late 80s, so I'm gonna do this, like, CD, then cartridges, then a couple more CDs. Kind of like a CD sandwich. I just made that up. So, for the Wii U, we have Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. It's basically, another Kirby. It's like Kirby the Canvas Curse for the DS. So it's not like your average Kirby game. It's more like, well, it shows on the back. They use the stylus to maneuver Kirby. To help him, to guide him through like obstacles and into attacking enemies and stuff. It's a lot of fun. It's all what's really cool about it is it's like kind of clay animation style, and actually somebody had said that most of this was like it is mostly clay animation, not so much computer graphics and stuff. But I recommend, yeah. So now for the NES we have Snake, Rattle, and Roll. I actually read about this game recently in an old school Nintendo Power I picked up, and I saw it at the store my brother and I go to, and it's really fun. It kind of reminds me of what's that game called? Marble Madness, except it's for 2 players, and you're snakes. Oh, actually, Marble Madness was 2 players, excuse me. But you're snakes, and you can actually attack, which you couldn't do in Marble Madness, and you basically just have to eat enemies, and then you eat enemies and turn them into... it makes your body grow longer until you're long enough to open the exit, but yeah, very fun game. And we have Astyanax, or I don't know how to pronounce that. But I saw this at that the store that my brother and I go to, and he said it's a really good game, and the price will probably go up. He feels like the price of it will probably go up, so I was like, I might as well buy it now then. Yeah, it's a side scroller. It kind of reminds me of Castlevania, but it takes place in Greece rather than like Transylvania or something. And you fight a lot of cool enemies in it, like I don't know, it's like, sorry about that. You fight the music in it's awesome, and there's some really cool enemies you fight. And it's I'm almost tempted to I might actually look up some sprites of the characters to make these, perler beats. This is Jason from Blaster Master. I have a bunch of these perler beat things. I've been thinking of making a video out of them, but I'm not sure. Comment if you think I should make a video of those if you're interested. We have Journey to Silius, which I'm really excited to have. This is another game. I heard about this a while ago when I was looking at the Sunsoft games, and I kept putting off buying it. But then some of the guys that I watch here on YouTube, like the FU Game Crew and the Virtual Bros, they did Let's Plays of it. So I was like, okay, now I have to buy it. But wicked good game. Hard, but a very good game. It's a side-scrolling shooter, which you can kind of see on there. Awesome music, of course, because it's Sunsoft. But yeah, this is definitely a must-play game. For Super Nintendo, we have The Lawnmower Man, which was this? Yeah, it was THQ. But my brother used to rent this all the time when we were kids. It's actually a pretty good game. It's based off the movie, which is loosely based off the Stephen King tale, because The Lawnmower Man was a short story by Stephen King about some crazy guy who would kill people with this lawnmower, hence the title The Lawnmower Man. Yet the movie, they took like most Stephen King stories, they wanted to make it into a movie, so they took basically just the title and made it into a movie about virtual reality and like computer viruses. Okay, I mean, virtual reality is awesome, but what does that have to do with lawnmowers? So yeah, Stephen King was pissed, but the game was really cool. It's kind of like Contra. It's another side-scrolling shooter, and you go through portals where you go into like this. It's like virtual reality, and it's almost like Star Fox, kind of like you fly. It's straight flying forward as you go through like obstacles. Some of them you can shoot stuff. The graphics are actually pretty good for it too. Now for the N64, we have Tetrasphere, which is like I don't know if I ever played this or not, but I love puzzle games and like Tetris and stuff. So I'm pretty sure it's like a type of Tetris game, like Tetris. I don't know. There's always been different takes on Tetris and stuff. So yeah, I haven't played it yet, obviously. Another N64 game is Armorines, which I've read about, and my brother said it's pretty good. Well, him and I can have different perspective. Obviously, everyone has a different perspective. But I've read about it, and I've been wanting to pick it up, and I finally did. I haven't played it yet either. I guess it's kind of like Turok, like maybe a first-person shooter or something. I haven't played it, and here comes the cat. What? She always has to be in the middle of everything. Stay over there, don't jump around. So now, I have some PlayStation 1 games, including Running Wild. This game, I remember years ago, probably in the, well, when did this come out? 98. So yeah, like the late 90s. My brother had some kind of subscription to Sony or something, I don't know. But every month he would get a demo in the mail. I think it was every month. It was a demo CD for PlayStation 1. It would have like about a dozen games on it, and a few of them were just like a video that you could watch. Others were brief games, you know, demos, of course. And I remember this was one of them, and it was basically, it's a racing game with animals, animal people, whatever. Hence the term Running Wild. But I remember it was a really fun game, despite the fact it was only a demo, because it was you know, this being a demo on an old CD from like '98. It was like you could basically, it was like you do one level and it was only two characters you could play as. But from the demo alone, it was a fun game, and I almost bought it years ago, but I never did. So I was like, yeah, maybe I'll get it now. And why not? I'm building a retro game collection, anyways. So, last but not least is Jumping Flash 2. I haven't played this game since I was like in 5th grade, but oh man, the first one is really good too, which I'm probably gonna pick that up at some point. A friend of my brother's that he's known for a long time, he used to have this, or the first one. Both of them are really good, but he used to have this, and he let my brother borrow it, and I used to play it all the time. This was during the, because this was like, I think the first one was one of the PlayStation 1 launch titles, and you know, this was like the early days of 3D platforming, and this one, I mean, well, both of them actually, you can kind of see it on there. It's a 3D platformer, but with a first-person perspective, and you play as a robotic rabbit, not to be confused with the Rabbot from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, but yeah, very good game. I actually have the soundtrack to this that I've had for a while, and every time I listen to it, it's like, I've been dying to play this game, so I was like, I have to buy this. So I finally did. Well, that's it for this episode, or video, whatever. So, thanks for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe, please. Until next time, I'm probably gonna go play one of these games, so bye-bye.